It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Malachi Corley now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. The Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
On play action, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Throwing right away is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Malachi Corley deep for the Jets. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long, and now here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season for rushing touchdowns. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. On first down, it's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he nearly got the first down there. We'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion comes Lazard. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Slot man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Hall. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Jets. For Aaron Rodgers, a milestone moment. His 500th National Football League touchdown pass.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. That's taken in by Shakir. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. With that, Why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game? We are through one. The Jets have the advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the defense snuffs that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Down the field, he's got his receiver, Lazard. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll run, it's Hall. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer, here's 2nd and goal. That one taken in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Has an opening past the 40. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Now he'll run it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here's 1st and 10. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at the 21. Will McDonald, there to tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's Corley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jets first down.
Play action now with Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Rodgers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well. Rodgers to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Again, it's Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets move out to a 21-3 advantage. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Here's Allen to throw. That's to the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Now Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again.
That's good for a Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the
One more time going up top with Allen. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early...
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
2nd and 5.
Allen will throw. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Shakir. From the gun, Josh Allen. A throw on the run is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A run up the middle with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now Allen on first down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Allen. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now, Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. First down for Aaron. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
Now the give to Cook, running right. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle. 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen to throw. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
The 5-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
6 on the play. It's now 3rd down and 7.
In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
The loss of 5. It's 4th down. Higher pass.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
To return is Tucker. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. And as we look back, set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line. Another run here with Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They face 2nd down and 7. A run here with Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
A run on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jets will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it at the 3. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. So with that score, he's into double digits. 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. You don't see that too often from a quarterback. Bass's kick is good, and the Bills are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They put Wilson in motion. They give to Hall. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 2nd down and 8. They motion the slot man left. Here's Hall. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to give this to Allen. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Now, a big 3rd down. A final shot now for Allen. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one a win for the visiting Jets, and make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.